Grayson Report. Happy Saturday. What is up? As I scroll to the beginning, Tammy, Heather, whatever, Tyrana, and me, Lisa Boo, Tammy, Julissa. Julissa say, may the 4th be with you. Elaine. How's everyone doing? Did anyone do anything interesting today while we wait for people to trickle in here? Gunner Girl, what's up? How's it going? For this spooky, may the 4th be with you. Rooster, how's it going? Lisa Bugo's Project Metal Music says, A up, Project Metal Music. I didn't. Have I watched anything interesting? I'm trying to think. No, I've been watching. It's on Max. It's called As I Wait for People to Trickle in Here. I'm like hooked on this show. It's Evil Lives Here, I think is what it's called, and it's on Max. It's like a true crime kind of documentary where a person could be their husband, could be their brother or sister, someone in their family who they would think would not do evil things and commit crimes. So it's I've been hooked on that. I've been binge watching it. I should say I've been binge watching all the older episodes. Bernadette, what is up? How's it going? Lisa Boo's asking, have you seen those cool lightsaber chopsticks? I have, actually. They are cool. Julissa goes, no, it was a stay indoor kind of day. It rained most of the day here. We are allegedly supposed to get that rain, but it has not come here yet. I guess according to my weather app, it's saying about midnight, so we'll see. Brandon, what's up? Joanne, beekeeping today. All hives going good. That's awesome. Always good when your beehives are on track and no problems. And as a reminder, don't forget to smash that like button when you get a chance. And go stupid wind here in Colorado. Earlier it was windy here because the storm is coming in. But still no drop of rain. I even waited a bit before I went out. And then I still noticed. I was like, that's not gonna rain, might as well go out. Elaine goes, the plan held for the day, do nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with like relaxing and staying home. Nothing wrong with that. All right, while we wait, I'm gonna start off with this. It's not a spooky article, but I'll start before I get into my other article. I don't know if you guys have heard. I'm sure you've heard of this story. A cat was accidentally shipped with an Amazon return. Cat accidentally shipped from Amazon and returned from Utah facility near Riverside. Don't ask me how this happened. A cat was accidentally shipped with an Amazon return from Utah all the way to a facility near Riverside. The animal's owner said they had packed a box to return some shoes and took it to a drop-off location. They didn't realize their cat, Galena, was hiding inside. It's like, oh my gosh, people, check. Friends and family helped the owner search their house, neighborhood, and surrounding communities for a week while they plastered missing posters around town and on social media. After spending a week searching for Galena, the owners received a text that her microchip had been scanned the afternoon of April 17th. It was detected 650 miles away in California. Ultimately, Galena was trapped in the box with the Amazon returns for 6 days without food or water. Poor girl. An Amazon employee named Brandy rescued the cat from the box when she found it in the Riverside area warehouse. The only good thing is that the cat was chipped. Because imagine if the cat wasn't chipped, she would have never found her. Brandy rescued the cat from the box when she found it in the Riverside area warehouse. She took care of the cat before dropping Galena off at the vet the following day. The owners then booked a flight to reunite with their miracle cat, who's now doing okay. They want to encourage all pet owners to microchip their pets and triple check your Amazon boxes. I always triple check my boxes. Is there a picture of the cat in here? No, no picture of the cat. I thought there was a picture of the cat. Well, it was a cute cat. Let me see if I can find a picture of the cat, but I don't know how, because I always triple check, but luckily the cat was microchipped. That was the best thing. See if I can find a cute picture of the cat on another article, because they didn't put a picture of the cat. Like, come on. Okay, here she is. Give me a second, guys. Because I like cats, so I'm going to always show. So here is Galena. Beautiful cat. Trust me, if she didn't have her microchip, somebody would have adopted her, but luckily she did. Nerd report! What's up? If you know cats, I blame the cat. Julissa goes, what? Poor kitty. Elaine, bless her heart. Matthew, what is up? Lisa Boo goes, oh no, poor kitty. Anne is asking when and who are going to the monster event. Oh, you know what? I'll leave the kitty up here. Give me a second. I'll pull up that article. But this is the cute kitty. She would have definitely been adopted by someone if she did not have the chip, but luckily she did. Give me a second as I pull up the Mad Monster thing, because I didn't have it pulled up. But it was crazy when I saw this article. I was like, what? But I agree with you. Always triple check, or I agree with her. Always triple check the boxes, which I always do. Heather Whatever goes, cute kitty. Dusty, what is up? Oh, also too, Tyranna. I want to give a quick shout out to you. Before I started the stream, you sent a PayPal. So hearts for Tyranna, guys. Thank you, Tyranna. I appreciate that. And also, if you guys do not know, we are going to a Mad Monster party in Arizona. Anne asked, so it is in Arizona. It's the weekend of July 12th through 14th, 2024. It's in Phoenix. We go practically every year. Every year I say this year's the best. I've gone so many times, so I've always had fun. There's always something different. I've ran into celebrities walking out of the hotel in Bernadette ran into Robert Englund in the elevator. He was at the bar when we were sitting in the area there, so you don't know who you're going to run into. I was walking through the coffee shop and Lance Henriksen was getting coffee, so last year, so you don't know who you're going to run into. Because it's kind of like it's a cool kind of, I don't consider it a Comic-Con because it's more of an intimate kind of convention type thing, because it's more intimate, more more personable, I guess you could say. And I don't think they added anyone new. It doesn't look like it, but you never know who might pop up in the last couple months or so. We're what, about 3 months away? But there is a great lineup. I always think this guy is Trent Reznor, and it's not. I don't know why. It's the guy from Skinny Puppies, but yeah, I always look because I'm like, oh, is that Trent Reznor? But this year the Osbournes are going to be there. I know a lot of people aren't fans of the Osbourne, but we also got Jason Patrick from the Lost Boys, Lou Diamond Phillips, Michael Rosenbaum, John Snyder, Skeet Ulrich, the kid that was in Child's Play. I was gonna say Chucky. Tom Wopat that was in the Good Old Boys, the Dukes of Hazards. Rose McGowan. We also got John Glover, who was also in Smallville. A couple of Scream people. So, yes, Elaine, the Lost Boys. So I always have a blast when we go. And it is again the weekend of July 12th through July 14th. It is hotter than hell in Arizona at that time, but we're inside a it's not too bad because we're inside a hotel, so it's not too bad. Ozzy, what's up? Bernadette goes, and he smelled good. Yes. And it's cool because it's all horror related. So you're gonna see a bunch of people dressed up in cosplay. Um, you're gonna see all kinds of walks of life walk through there. So it's kind of cool too. And then there's mom and pop shops selling there's vendors. They sell all kinds of cool stuff. Like someone was selling coffins, people doing tattoos there, selling stickers, toys, bags, clothing, shirts, you name it. They've got it in there. Posters, Trick or Treat Studios is somewhat time. There's a guy selling Trick or Treat Studio stuff there. All like pretty much all independent. Some it's funny because one of the shirt company that I followed that's from here was there last year. That does horror shirts. So we'll see who's there. Trixie, what is up? How's it going? Heather, whatever goes jump in the pool, cold coffee. Oh, that's what I do when I'm there. And I try to stay cool. Bernadette goes, it was hotter than Devil's Coochie out there. Yeah, it is. I mean, like I said, I don't mind the dry heat because it's a different kind of heat than it is here in Southern California. So I don't mind it for a little bit because I feel like it's like my pores are it's it's so clear out there, not compared to here. So it's like I always feel like I'm breathing in fresh air. So I don't mind it for a bit, but give me 10 minutes and then that's it. I do hot coffee sometimes too, Heather, whatever when it's hot. But a lot of times in the summertime I do iced coffee. But every year we have a blast. I think Bernadette and Brandon are going. I know Gunner Girl's gonna be there. Um I know a few others from Nerd Report are gonna be there too. Lewis is gonna be there, of course. Heather, whatever goes, I remember you walked a long way to get coffee one morning. Oh, I did. In 104-degree weather. I still kind of do. Except last year I drove. Even though it's across the parking lot, I drove. I was like, I'm not driving in the seat. Gunner Girl goes, we got plenty of pollution. People keep moving here. But every time I go to Arizona, I'm like, oh my gosh. It's so clear. No, Heather, whatever. It actually last year, I think it reached 112. It was hot. So definitely if you plan on going, Leonora's going as well. Keep hydrated. So have any of y'all heard of the Fresno Nightcrawler? Elaine, it literally it was what, 10 o'clock at night, and it was like 90 degrees, 95. So Elaine, no, it's still hot. Lisa Bugo's cooling vest would be a good investment. Matthew has. Heather, whatever. No, I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. I came about it by accident. I have never heard of it at all. I found it kind of interesting. It's something. It almost sounds like a serial killer if you think of it, but it's not. Dusty goes, when I've been in Arizona, the heat bothered my eyes walking across the Walmart parking lot. Oh, it does. Especially when you're on the pavement. Oh my God. It's like you get a heat facial without. Heather, whenever I stayed with my best friend in Arizona, got up at 5 to work out. That is pretty much, I think that is when it cools off, like about 2 o'clock in the morning, 3. Bernadette goes, I had a balcony in my room and I still couldn't go out there at night. My son Tony cooked an egg out there. Matthew goes, it's stick figure creature. So this article is going to give us a little insight of the Fresno Nightcrawler. Gunner Girl, come in the months of October till May. It's beautiful then. Heather. And thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Welcome, Fuzz. Billy Back. The Horror Girl. Corbin A.D. Sumner. Don. To the Wolf Pack. Hearts to Anne. Thank you, Anne. I appreciate that. And all the new Wolf Pack members. And as a reminder, your membership is good for 1 month. Welcome. And thanks again for Anne. Hearts for Anne, guys. And don't be afraid to say hi. And join the conversation. So, no, this is not a serial killer, because that's what I thought at first when I heard it. So, it's the curious story of the Fresno Nightcrawler, the California cryptid that's charmed the internet. First caught on camera in 2007, the Fresno Nightcrawler looks like a pair of pants that can move on its own. The word cryptid often conjures images of legendary creatures like Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster. The Fresno Nightcrawler, on the other hand, is most commonly described as a walking pair of pants. Yes, you heard right. Hence the pair of pants that are randomly on the cover photo. First spotted in 2007 in Fresno, California, this curious cryptid had taken the internet by storm. Not only has it inspired t-shirts and stickers, but the Fresno Nightcrawler has also sparked a fierce debate over its origins. That is, if you believe the legend. While some claim that the cryptid could be connected to aliens or even Native American lore, others insist that purported video evidence of its existence is all fake. And thank you for the super chat. And hold on, let me switch screens. It is so hot in Arizona. Hot water comes out of both taps. Yes, it is. But luckily, we're in a nice hotel and the air conditioning is just right. So thank you, Anne. I appreciate that. Hearts for Anne. Matthew goes, what's up, cool clip? Shorts, how's it going? Matthew says stick figure creatures with MC Hammer parachute pants. Exactly. Heather Whittaker's, if a tornado looks like pants, you're in trouble. Dust Devil. Make sure I didn't forget anybody. Thanks again, Anne. You're awesome. While some claim that this cryptid could be connected to aliens or even Native American lore, I know I read this already, others insist that purported video evidence of its existence is all fake. I have never heard of this, so this is the first that I've heard of a cryptid that looks like a pair of pants or jogging pants. That's what actually what how I describe it. It looks like a pair of jogging pants without the body. The first sighting of the Fresno Nightcrawler, the story of the Fresno Nightcrawler, starts with a barking dog. In 2007, a Fresno resident identified as Jose decided to mount a camera on his garage to see what made his dogs bark every night, according to Ranker. To Jose's shock, his camera didn't catch any wild animal or intruders, but something that seemed to defy explanation. The grainy footage appeared to show a pair of white pants, particularly gliding across his front yard. And I will play this video. Hopefully, it doesn't have any music, but I'll play this video after I finish the article. Baffled and terrified, Jose started sharing the footage in hopes of finding an explanation. He gave it to Univision, as well as a paranormal investigator, Victor Camacho, the host of the Spanish-speaking supernatural program Los Desvelados, or the Sleepless Ones. Though no one could explain what had slunk across Jose's yard, it didn't take long before another Fresno Nightcrawler sighting took place. In 2011, security cameras in Yosemite National Park also seemed to capture the same phenomenon. Something that looked like pants creeping across the park. The strange sightings look something like Dr. Seuss's pale green pants from his 1961 book, What Was I Scared Of? But many insist that the Fresno Nightcrawler is far from fictional. Instead, theories abound about its origins. Kelly, Zanime, Kelly, what's up? Kelly goes, I live in Fresno. Lisa Boo goes, I haven't heard of it. Heather Whatever's asking how big. It looks like it's a pretty good size. Kelly also said they were seen in Yosemite National Park too. Kelly goes, they're bizarre looking. Theories about this California cryptid. What exactly is the Fresno Nightcrawler? Though no one knows for sure, many people have theories about the curious California cryptid. Trixie, thank you for being a member of the Wolf Pack for 6 months. Hearts for Trixie, and welcome back, Trixie. Sup, everyone? I'm back. Hearts for Trixie, guys. Xaname goes, Fresno is crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw walking pants there. Kelly goes, they have video as well of them walking in Yosemite National Park. As Ranker notes, alleged sightings of the Fresno Nightcrawler have provided some clues. The cryptid appeared to be somewhat humanoid with 2 legs and is often seen traveling in pairs. This had led some to speculate the cryptid is extraterrestrial, while others have drawn connections between the Fresno Nightcrawler and Native American legends. There is, however, no strong evidence for either of these theories. Others have wondered if there's a simpler explanation for the bizarre footage. The Cryptid Wiki proposes that the Fresno Nightcrawler could be some kind of primate, deer or bird, a puppet, or a person in loose pants. Of Thank you, Shelly, for being a member of the Wolf Pack for 8 months. What's up, Shelly? Hearts for Shelly as well. Heather, whatever goes, at least it wears pants. That's okay, Trixie. Just glad you're back. Of course, there could also be a perfectly reasonable explanation behind the Fresno Nightcrawler sightings. Ever since the footage started to circulate on the internet, many have insisted that the purported images are fake. Is the Fresno Nightcrawler real? To date, many have tried to debunk the Fresno Nightcrawler myth. According to grunge YouTuber Captain Delusion, made a video in 2012 showing how the cryptid sightings could have been fake. They showed how video editing could make it seem like a pair of pants was walking across the ground. That's the only problem with with technology nowadays, I'm even skeptical about videos now that I see on TikTok or even watching some of these programs on YouTube that show scary videos. I even question them. I'm always like going, "Oh, that's camera flare. Oh, somebody could have done that. Oh, somebody moved that." So it's kind of hard to really find the truth in videos unless you were actually there. Unless or it was someone that you personally know too. I feel I would believe more than some stranger just posting a video because it's so easy to add things to videos or add images or add sounds, whatever it may be. The sci-fi show Fact or Faked also investigated the Fresno Nightcrawler myth in 2012, but were unable to determine if it was a hoax. Raker reports, however, that they concluded that faking this cryptid would be difficult. I think you know what? To be honest with you, I think you could. But whether or not the Fresno Nightcrawler is a hoax, people have fallen in love with it, especially people in Fresno. These really intrigued me because they're from Fresno. Laura Splotch, a Fresno artist, told the Business Journal. They look unique and different. It's a weird thing to fake, but if they're real, that's even weirder. Indeed, KCET, a Southern California television station, notes that there are all sorts of Fresno Nightcrawler merchandise out there. Fans of the cryptid can buy everything from t-shirts to stickers. The appeal of the Fresno Nightcrawler may be difficult to pin down, but Fresno locals aren't opposed to their cities associated with the mysterious California cryptid. Well, it'll bring in tourism. It's inexplicable. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a sticker. I would think it'd be cool. It's unexplicable, Splotch said. A lot of people are drawn to the unexplainable, but I'd rather Fresno be known for the night crawlers than some of the other stuff we are known for. So let me see. I'll come back to this one because I also have the wiki um one that this article had also mentioned. So we are going to go through that and check out this. Maybe it's got a little more information than that one, and I'll show you the video. And goes AI has put doubt in new videos for crypt. Yes, definitely. Heather Ritter goes, right. If you and our buddy are camping and they say, look at this, I wanted to go to the bathroom, but I filmed this instead. Ozzy, I am. Since you mentioned, I am 8 subs away from 2,000 subs from 2K. So if you guys Underkeeper Shorts, what's up? So if triple check to make sure you're subbed because sometimes YouTube likes to be tricky and unsub people. I don't know how, but I've seen a few people. I think even Heather whatever was unsubbed when she didn't unsub herself. Heather whatever goes, what is the motivation for walking pants, real or fake? Good question. To get attention. That that would be the only thing, to get attention, to go viral, to maybe to play a trick on someone, but they didn't think it would get to that point. Thank you, Ozzy Walks. 2 of my family members just subbed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Is this all right? Let me get. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. Oh, that's the old one. Let me share because I also have the cryptid wiki one. That might give some little different information. So this is from the cryptid wiki. It has everything you can think of on cryptids and non-cryptids. It goes humanoids, plants, dragons, felines, aliens, and subnatural beings. So it goes the Fresno Nightcrawler, also known as the Fresno Alien, is a cryptid that has made two appearances so far, one in Fresno, California, and the other in Yosemite National Park, also in California, which we know of. In both sightings, it's only seen in video footage. A man in Poland has also claimed to have seen the creature. There has been another sighting in Billings, Montana on April 25th, 2020. Ooh. The Carmel area creature. The witness, a 60-year-old former Marine yet to be named, and his wife were driving near Carmel on December 12th, 2014, when they came up over a hill and saw a 7-foot tall, slender gray creature, which is now known as the Carmel area creature. Did it add extra to this? I'll keep reading it. I don't care. Maybe this has something to do with it because I see the Nightcrawler is underneath it. The unnamed witness said the following. We recently bought a place in the Fort Hill area in southeast Highland County. We first noticed after about 30 days of living here that we suddenly had a perfect circle that stayed fresh green no matter what weather in our front yard. On Friday night, the 12th, we were driving home after turning into Carmel Road, which leads to our road. We went around the curve by the Carmel Church and then up a small incline, approximately 10 feet over the incline, and in front of our truck, the alien ran across the road and into the woods. There have been many possible sightings of the Nightcrawler in the form of the Carmel area creature, a thin, armless, pale, white humanoid creature seen in Ohio. Seeing that is creepy looking. Night crawlers. The creature has also been spotted in Yosemite, where footage was again taken from what appears to be another security camera. This time, there are two creatures, one being very small, less than zero point 0.5 meters, and the feet of the creatures can be clearly seen, as well as what appears to be some sort of webbing connected from the knees to the upper body on at least the larger one. The cryptid has also been videotaped in Poland, this time with what appears to be a handheld camera, judging from the shakiness of the footage. The creature cannot be seen for too long, but appears to have similar traits to the larger one taped in Yosemite. The next sighting of the creature was in Billings, Montana, captured on a home surveillance system at 9:45 p.m. on 4/25/20. So they're saying they put explanations. So they're saying it's an alien or extraterrestrial being, a new species, possibly a primate with short arms, a misidentified deer standing upright, pants or a puppet on a wire, or a person just wearing oversized pants and putting it over their head and putting their hands inside of it, a bird walking like a crane, a person wearing big pants and walking on stilts, a balloon tied to some sort of cloth with two remote controlled toy cars as the feet. That would be kind of hard to accomplish, I think, because you'd have to sink it to get the feet just right. Fresno night crawlers appear to be relatively short creatures, approximately 1.5 meters, with most of their height being made up of their legs as they possess an extremely smaller upper body. It is hard to find details in the upper body of the cryptid due to the poor quality of the footage. It is an extremely thin white humanoid with no discernible arms. A larger specimen appeared to have webbing connected from each knee to the torso. The cryptid appeared to have very short. How do they see that there's webbing connected from each knee? Because they're seeing um both the video proof that they have is on a security camera. We all know security cameras aren't the best. I mean, especially at businesses. I mean, nowadays though, the cameras are getting better, like they're 4K or what might it be, but we know like business security cameras aren't the greatest. Aaron goes, really? How would they know? That's exactly what I'm saying, because all they've really seen is on camera. And then the one in Poland was like a shaky cam. Heather, whatever goes, it would scare me, like, go away, weirdo. The cryptids appear to have a very short, thin, and stilt-like feet. The Carmel area creature is tall and gray with presumably no arms and long, muscular legs. So that cryptid does not skip leg day. It is a bipedal and walks in an odd manner with its backward bending knees. It resembles the Fresno Nightcrawler. Origins. While there have been claims that there are a part of Native American folklore in the region, this has been debunked. The first sighting of the Fresno Nightcrawler happened in Fresno, California by a man named Jose. Jose had a surveillance camera watching his front lawn and looked at the camera when he heard a dog barking, which I had read in the previous article. After being woken up by his barking dogs, Jose observed the Nightcrawler on his front lawn through CCTV. He woke his brother up to rewatch the footage. Afterwards, his brother claimed to have seen small footprints outside, but by the time investigators made it to the site, all the evidence was washed away. After the initial sightings, the original CCTV footage was lost. The only remaining footage is a grainy video recorded from a monitor. So then it adds hoaxes. Some of the sightings are actually a pair of white pants being puppeteered, therefore a hoax. The alleyway gift of the Fresno Nightcrawler was created by YouTuber Captain Delusion by walking down an alleyway with a melon and then using digital manipulation to remove the top half of his body. His purpose to demonstrate how easily videos of cryptids can be falsified. And then it has videos. You make Give me a second, guys. It's like so grainy. How could you see anything? That literally looks like somebody with pants. I don't know about you guys. All right, I guess they're trying to debunk it. So this is a more enhanced. Matthew goes, old man from the 50s with his pants hiked up. It looks like jogging pants to me. So I guess in this shot, they said if a string was holding him up or anything, you would be able to see the string. Oh, now they're seeing if it's got eyes. Ozzy goes, someone with lipoedema. Dusty goes, there's only one shadow. Heather Ritter goes, my family members are good skeptics. My oldest early AM when he was 10 said there's a crop circle at elementary school. He and a friend went. They talked to the janitor. It was the sprinkler pattern. Oh wow! And thank you for gifting 5 more memberships. Welcome, April R. Coleman, L. Fig, Conspiracy, Meg S, and Angels Crafty Halo. To the Wolf Pack, hearts for Ann. Thank you again, Ann. You're awesome. And all the new Wolf Pack members. And don't be shy. It's okay to say hi. We're like a big old family. Welcome, guys. Chris, what's up? Okay, so that's the Fresno alien. I guess they have other. This is the one that was caught in Yosemite National Park. I wish they didn't have like this player because I can't get to make it bigger. That literally looks like someone with super big pants on and they pushed it over their head and they stuck their arms in it. Heather, whatever goes, looks like a person from the 70s. This one, I'm. Okay, and then this one is the 3rd sighting in Poland.
Podświetlasz.
Hope I don't get demonetized by the boo, boo, boo. You can't really see much on this one because it's like dark. How do you get this out of the way? This stupid bar is like in the way and I can't get to the video. Oh. That one you can't see much. There was one of the Billings, but I guess it's not here anymore. So I'll play the Yosemite one again because what do you guys think this could be? I honestly think, especially with this footage that we're watching that was taken in Yosemite, and they were like, oh my God, there's a smaller one. But the smaller one, dude, the legs look like, it really does look like just the torso part and the legs in that one. But, I honestly feel like it's someone. Heather Salvatore! Thank you for gifting 10 memberships! Hearts! Welcome, Jules! Busy Mama, Missy Campbell! Albie Jarid! Sorry, I can't see the screen. Miss Shauna Lee! Shauna, Marsha, Sunshine Vibes, Stephanie S, and William Meister to the Wolf Pack. Hearts to all the new Wolf Pack members, and thank you, Heather Salvatore. You're awesome. Julissa goes, they look fake to me. Definitely a hoax. I agree with you on that one, Julissa, because they kind of do. I'll replay it because this one this one's more clear of it. I kind of agree with you Julissa, because I feel like it is fake. It could be anybody. It could be a bunch of kids that grabbed a long pair of, jogging pants and just literally put it over their head and started walking around. But then they would have had to know where cameras were to get that attention. But that's what I feel like it is. Dusty goes, it walks like it pooped its pants. Definitely. And again, guys, if you're new, don't be afraid to say hi. To me, it does look fake, especially when and here's the one that the guy Jose took in his backyard. It does look fake to me. It looks like a bunch of people just trying to get attention. Zanime goes, I think I did that with my sister. I wore pants over my shoulders. Jared Furbury, what's up? Heather, whatever goes, maybe aliens don't wear pants. Matthew goes, it's like the legs in the Herbie Hancock music video back in the 80s. I feel like it's just someone, I mean, this one looks like it's pretty tall. But the one in the other video, like this one looks like it's kind of hard. I mean, I guess you could do it because you could put your arm in one and then you could put your other arm in the other and then you have your legs in there to walk and then you just put it over your head to make it look like you're tall for the torso part. But and kind of I mean, this is a grainy security camera, so you're not going to really see details. So you can add eyes so you could see. Anne goes, I call BS. Xaname goes, I wonder what brand are they? The Balenciaga. Chris goes, fact or fake, couldn't recreate the Fresno video. Gunner Girl goes, the one in the back looks like a kid. Yeah, in the Yosemite picture it does. It could be some guy that's bored and he's like, oh, let's walk across the field like looking like a pair of pants and not think anything of it. And it went viral. And because it's viral and people like unexplained and unusual things, he probably just left it alone. Nothing wrong with that, but I feel like it's, and then speaking of the one in Poland, it could be someone just recreating it. Or the same guy that did this went to visit someone in Poland and decided to do it in Poland just to have some fun. But I feel like I agree with Julissa and Anne. I feel like it is BS and it's fake. And it's easily recreated. You could recreate that. I think it's easily, or heck, you could AI it. Doesn't even have to be a person. So, but nonetheless, it is a cool story. That someone took the time to. But they're also saying it could be a deer on hind legs, which I don't think it is. That does not look like a deer on hind legs. Because deers do sometimes go up on their hind legs, but I feel like this isn't it. Anne goes, please reach out if you are a real thing out there. Please see you as one of us. But I really think it's one of those things. I think it's a person doing it and they're just trying to have fun. But the story, the legend is always there. I love myths and legends. So Heather, whatever goes, it didn't abduct anyone, I suppose. No, it's just walking across the field on a camera. That's all it's doing. Chris goes, they are like the marching hammers in Pink Floyd, The Wall video. Dusty goes, I agree with you, Lisa. It's still a cool thing. Like if I were the person doing it, I wouldn't, give up the truth. It's still kind of cool. It's cool to that Fresno is known for that. It's better than some of the other things some cities are known for, but hey. I kind of can see it, Heather, whatever. Tyrana says, I agree. But watch, we see one when when we go outside. They'll come out, guys. Guys, I actually saw one. But like I said, it can't get debunked unless you actually see it with your own two eyes. And it's literally only been captured on security cameras. So that kind of debunks it in itself. Elaine goes, it's looking for its Nikes. And guys, as always, because I forgot to say it, keep forgetting to say it, Skeledeck is somewhere in this background. And if you're new here and don't know what he looks like that. He is somewhere in the background. Just remind me, and I will reveal his location at the end of the stream. It's just something I do. I got the idea from D Nice. So every stream he is moved. Bia goes, maybe someone's walking on stilts like in parades or theme parks. That's what Bia, that's what they're thinking too. They're thinking it's someone on stilts as well. It could be a number of things. Because the way how it moves, that could be plausible because it doesn't look like it's like moving really like, calculated, like to make sure like it's not going to fall over or whatnot. So that does make sense that it could be someone on stilts, or it could just simply huge pants. And they put it over their head and they put two eyeballs in there because you can't really see with the grainy footage, so it wouldn't matter. And then. But it was something I never heard of, so I thought it was kind of cool. Heather, whatever goes, it sure is a dorky alien. Some people think it might be an alien, but I by looking at it, I don't think it's an alien. It looks too, it's either CGI'd or someone went out there and took the time to walk down the field. But I don't think it's extraterrestrial beings. Yes, Heather Salvador. I've been waiting for you to come in the chat. Now that you're here. I've had it here, but I just was waiting for you to, and I hadn't seen you in a couple days. So, Heather Salvatore, she got me this off my Amazon wish list. It is a Skella werewolf. It's a werewolf duck. It's not a Skella. I have them right there. I didn't put them in the back because I wanted to show. So this was one of the things she got me on my Amazon wish list. If you are one of those type of people that rather buy something off my list, it is in my link tree, but it's pretty cool. I was super stoked when I got this. Because now I could say I have a were duck. But I am gonna put them in the background. I'm just waiting for you to pop up. She also got me these headphones. And they're Bluetooth. They're like kitty headphones. They're Bluetooth. And they light up. See if I could turn them on. Where the button is. And they light up. You can change what color you want. I usually have them. I usually have them red because that's my favorite color. But these are pretty cool. They are Bluetooth, so I can listen to music with them. They're pretty heavy duty too. So, but thank you, Heather Salvatore. I appreciate that. Yeah, different colors. You could do all kinds of different crazy colors with them. But I did get them, so thank you. I appreciate it. I was just waiting for you to come in on the chat to give you a shout out on that. And then Heather Salvatore too. The other time, as I was ending the stream, you also thank you for that PayPal. I wasn't able to thank you on screen, so I appreciate that. Thank you for that as well. So hearts for Heather Salvatore. I do appreciate that. That made my day. It really did. All right, guys, I posted my link tree in the chat. If you guys would like to check out my wish list, it is listed in my link tree. Heatherwood goes the monsterhood of the traveling pants. All right, there has been another UFO sighting. I'm not too big on the UFOs, but I do like to talk about them every once in a while. As they pop up. This is from Newsweek, and it's a mysterious spiral UFO sighting reported across US and Europe. This is the same way with UFOs. Before I get into that, it's the same way if I see a video or if I see a photo, because of technology, I'm always going to remain like 50% skeptical until I actually see one. I have not been lucky enough to see a UFO in the sky. I want to see one. I want to believe. I do believe there's life on other planets, but I'm still skeptical when it comes to videos or photos that claim to have taken a picture of an identifying flying object. Even if it's military footage, I still, because you can edit it. I'm not good at editing. I'm not that great at editing, but there's people out there that can edit. And thank you, Heather Salvatore, for dropping by. So it goes, social media users have reported mysterious spiral UFO sightings across the US and Europe this week, with one witness saying they saw an object in the night sky that was emitting some sort of haze. Sightings were reported in Ukraine and Finland, as well as cities in Arizona and California. Interest in unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP, also known as UFOs, peaked last year after several experts testified before a Congress committee in July of 2023, and they could pose a threat to national security. There was also the Las Vegas family, which had claimed that they had spotted 2 10-foot aliens in their backyard prior to this. So they kind of started this, and then when Grush came out and exposed the government per se, that's when I feel like UFOs and aliens started to blow up. A Gallup poll conducted in 2021 found that 41% of Americans believe alien spacecraft have visited Earth, up 8 points from 33% in 2019. Multiple users on X, formerly Twitter, published footage and images of what they saw. Somebody please tell me that isn't a UFO. Completely clear sky, and I see a super blurry white light, no flashes, like a plane, coming straight at me horizontally, one person wrote on Friday. It then goes straight up and freaking disappears. Check, and there were no rocket launches or anything like that. Either way, a rocket would have emitted a different color light. I was able to get this much on camera. Someone explain, please, they added. Another Twix user responded saying that they saw this very same thing in Arizona. Came from the west, it hovered and looked like it surrounded in a fog, then suddenly just disappeared into itself, just like this video. I'm so glad others got on camera and wrote. I'm like going, what video? Because I was going to play it after. One Twix user noted that there was a haze around the object despite the clear night sky. UFO sightings in Santa Barbara, clear skies. You can even see the stars in the videos, but the light was emitting some sort of haze around it, they said. Another person wrote, UFO in Palm Springs tonight. Just recorded this on an iPhone 14 on Palm Springs with no cloud cover whatsoever. Then it vanishes. A similar looking object was sighted in Helsinki, Finland, according to the footage posted on Reddit. Meanwhile, in Ukraine, and I'll play some of these videos after. Alpha Centauri, a Ukrainian nonprofit educational project, said on X that a mysterious white flash that was spotted over some regions of the country on Thursday evening was the exhaust spiral from a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launch from California's Vandenberg Space Force Base. Mysterious objects in Ukraine sky again. Over some regions of the country, the second stage of the Falcon 9 vehicle could be seen launching 2 Worldview Legion satellites, Alpha Centauri wrote. So the first one that I see I'm able to play is from is on X. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it doesn't. Is on X. Give me a second while I switch the screen because it doesn't automatically pop it to it. So allegedly, this was viewed in Santa Barbara.
The fuck is that? Buddy.
I guess he's seen like this light and there's nothing else around it. And it has a haze around it.
The fuck is that?
Thank you, Anne. Oh my God, the guy's cleaning. He's cleaning his camera. That's annoying. Bia goes, I haven't heard about this one. Heather, whatever goes, I think Vandenberg was the base near where my husband pointed out a UFO by the road on 395. I did wonder if it was us. Guys, what do you think this could be? Is it just like some crazy this is definitely unidentified. I'll give it that one. But is it our alien counterparts visiting us from another planet? Heather, what it goes, if the moon looks like haze or even distinct ring around it, ice crystals in the sky, it could rain the next day. It kind of almost looks like the moon in that video by Twitter here, by whoever posted it, Eric T in Santa Barbara. There's also one. Let me see if this one's one. Give me a second. Try ice latte. It's a commercial. I don't know if it's just an ad or it's actually. Oh my God, this ad's like, this is how you make it. Heather, whatever. Alien tourists. This one, I think, is in Ukraine. That kind of shows something similar. Let me pop that up. And it's on Twix as well. The first one is like a picture of it. It's kind of similar to what the person posted in Santa Barbara. And there's also it's basically a light with a halo. Elaine goes, I'm just not sure. It's definitely unidentified. I'll give it that one. It being aliens, I'm not sure. I'm with you on that one, Elaine. Heather, whatever goes, they could have an alien Elon Musk, and aliens shake their head and say that guy is an earthling. He could take tourists on space trips for money. I cannot explain what this is. There's no way, unless it's an editing stunt, but there's no way I can explain this at all. Including the one in Santa Barbara. Like I said, I am not sure if it's aliens, but it's definitely unexplainable. For sure. Heather, whatever goes, that's weird. It looks like the rocket launcher launches in LA. Oh, when we had one, Heather, whatever, people were like, oh my God, it's an alien. And this is in the Ukraine, and it looks similar to the one that I had shown previously in Santa Barbara. So it's definitely unexplained. But I am not sure what it is. I really don't. And I agree with you, Heather, whatever. It's super bright. Dusty goes, were they spotted on the same night around the world? They do look similar. I believe so. It does not say I don't think it said in the article when I was reading it. It said this week that it was all spotted. It doesn't say if it was the same it didn't say it was the same day, but it goes sightings were reported in Ukraine, Finland, as well as Arizona and California. but it only showed those two, the one in Ukraine and Santa Barbara. It didn't show any other ones. But that is a good question, Dusty. It does not say. It said that they were spotted this week, which maybe they were on the same day because it does look similar. It does. Definitely can't tell you what it is. Delay and Lex goes, aliens aren't illegal. It is very interesting, Dusty, because I cannot explain. Usually I'm like, oh my God, that looks fake. Come on. But this I can't. Like, it literally, it's unexplainable. Like, I can't. There's nothing I can think of where that came from, what it could be. It's just hovering in the sky. It's not really moving, so it's kind of hard to say what it is. And a drone doesn't really have lights that are that big on them, as far as I know. Chris Barber going, happy May the 4th be with you. But I really can't explain that. I'm stumped. Unless someone edited it, but how could one person in Ukraine edit the same thing as someone in Santa Barbara? So it's like it's super interesting. It makes me wonder what that is. Dusty goes, could have been circling our planet in the same 24 hours. Yes. Elaine goes, it is bizarre. It is. I cannot explain it. That's the one thing I literally cannot explain. It definitely looks legit. Like, it doesn't look like it's altered. It doesn't look like in fact, the guy in Santa Barbara would have the same reaction as me. What the F is that? If I looked in the sky, but I'd be like, I wouldn't think it was automatically a UFO. I'd be trying to debunk it, but this I cannot explain. Julissa goes, okay, have you ever seen an airplane just hover in the sky and not move? It's weird to see. There is an airplane that the military has. I believe it's called an Osprey. Osprey. It can land like a helicopter, so it can hover. But I've never seen any other. I've never really seen an airplane hover. Besides that one that I know of. It's a cool plane. Like the propellers go up and it can land just like a helicopter. And it can hover like a helicopter. Bia Williams goes, time zones are different. Nighttime in Ukraine, daytime in Santa Barbara. Yeah, but that Santa Barbara one, Bia, was taken during the night because it was a dark sky. Heather, whatever goes, SpaceX launches. I thought of that, but usually sometimes with the launches, you'll see the trail. Not always, though, but some, like the recent one we had a trail to it. Heather, whatever goes, those Osprey sounds different too. A whooping sound. Julissa goes, does it look like a commercial plane? No, it doesn't. Believe that's what it's called. It looks like... No, it looks like a military plane. But that's the one that I know of. I mean, I guess a military jet can hover too, but this is the one that I know that it's like a helicopter, that it can land like a helicopter, and it flies like a plane. But this is what the Osprey looks like. It's a pretty cool plane if you're into planes. Julissa goes, the one I saw standing in the sky was a commercial plane. Oh, that is weird. That is weird because I just Googled and it goes, a large passenger plane cannot hover like a fighter jet. And obviously there's people that are asking if they can hover because they've seen what you've seen, Julissa. That is crazy. But as far as I know there's some jets that can, but I don't think commercial plane. Well, obviously I Googled it. The commercial planes can't. Julissa goes, my husband thought it was so odd. That is odd. Chris Barber goes, all we got around here are the big C, something big. Bia goes, maybe a new U.S. stealth bomber. We do have military equipment in Ukraine, and we have bases in those other countries as well. Possibility. Heather whatever goes, the early ones were called Harriers. I did not know that. Elaine goes, they don't make drones that size. The military has a drone, I believe, that is huge. I've seen, they're huge. That like that size, but no, as far as I know, no like non-professional, I would say, drones. Like drones that you could buy for that the like yeah, I don't think they are because I've seen like even at the music festivals they're not that big. They're like small. Even the ones that um people use in shows are small. They're not that big. But I know the military has one that's like for a drone it's huge is what I'm trying to say. BS Williams goes, hobby drones are smaller. They have one that I saw that can fit in the palm of your hand and you just let it go and it'll film. That's cool. That's the kind of drones I like. You don't have to do much with it. Like it hovers above you and it follows you. Those are the best kind of drones. The ones you have to fly, that's another thing. I'd probably crash it the day I bought it. I'd be so afraid to mess it up. All right, my next article is from the Daily Star. Phantom-like orb caught in shocking Ring doorbell footage after paranormal activity. It goes exclusive. Phantom-like orbs have been spotted in Ring doorbell footages across Britain, and most haunted star Yvette Fielding reckons they might be ghosts returning home to visit their loved ones. I believe in that. Yvette Fielding reckons ghosts have been caught on homeowners' Ring devices. The most haunted star called on residents with motion detecting lenses on their doors to send her their spooky footage, and it appeared Britain is filled with ghouls wandering quiet neighborhoods. Among those being haunted are Jason and Leslie Lee from Lincoln, who shared a video of a phantom-like orb from their Ring video doorbell and indoor camera. Yvette said after analyzing it, seeing this light anomaly and hearing what they've experienced is very interesting to me. It makes me want to go to the unit, as I definitely believe something is going on here. So I guess this is just an image of the orb that they spotted. I was like, where's the video? The ring footage, alongside the paranormal activity they are experiencing, makes me think that this could be the first manifestation of a spirit. The video shows the orb floating around a storage unit owned by the Lees, and the couple says it's one of the many sightings of the spectral like light. Leslie says, we had a lady who stated she can see and speak to the spirits attend the storage unit to see if we could shed some light. So here's another, oh, they got a nice car in there. Here's another image, because there's no video, it's just images, which kind of sucks, of the orb like thing that they caught on their ring camera in their storage unit. She sensed it was a residual energy from years ago, which she thought was connected to the site of the graves during the Lincoln bypass dig. The Lees were also spooked by a firmly wedged door at their storage unit, which was shut from the inside, suddenly opening with no rational reason. Mrs. Williams, 68, Surrey, also submitted spooky footage captured on her ring indoor camera after it detected a presence inside her home. Another orb. She said, we have had a couple of experiences on a ring camera where we had notifications to say someone is in our dining room. This was the first time we were notified of it. However, we have seen it more since. Yvette said about Mrs. Williams' spooky sightings. If she has seen the same light every day or every night, and it is happening quite often, then I believe this might be possibly paranormal activity. Videos like this might be capturing the first manifestation of ghosts, which are allegedly orbs. With Mrs. Williams' clip of the orb coming toward the camera in the dining room, I wonder if this is the spirit of a deceased loved one. The sightings come after Ring said mysterious sightings on security cams are a common occurrences across Britain. Yvette added she believes many of them are ghosts returning home to visit loved ones. She said, I think it's very important for everybody to know that, yes, our loved ones can come and visit us, and in fact, they're with us all the time. Too bad there wasn't the actual video, but I mean, you get the gist of it. The one thing I heard about, that I've seen that I've heard about ring cameras is people can hack into the ring cameras and actually see you through the ring cameras. And I've seen a few videos of that, and to me that's just as scary. I think that's scarier than seeing an orb in your storage room or your dining room. Heather, whatever goes, Uncle Bob haunts a storage unit. Elaine goes, no worries, it happens all the time. Dusty goes, military has drones for shooting rockets. They would have to be pretty big. Heather, whatever goes, ew, that's right, very scary. Because I have seen those videos and it's scary, and it's and a lot of times it's they put the camera in their kitchen and it's watching, their kids watching TV, and someone's going on like, hey, you, I could see you. Like, that to me is a lot scarier than a ghost in my house. I'm sorry. I would rather deal with the orbs floating around on my camera footage, or seeing a figure or a shadow, than someone on the other side of my ring camera saying, I see you and I know exactly what you want for breakfast. Like, and then at this particular video I'm talking about, the father walks in and he goes, hey, you, I could see you getting something out of the fridge or something like that, because he was actually at the fridge, and the father was like, oh my gosh. So that to me, Chris goes in, I was thinking of getting one of those. I don't have the Ring one, I have the Blink cameras that are on Amazon, and I haven't had a problem like that, thank goodness. But I know a lot of people have Ring and they swear by Ring, but I've seen the horror stories, but I haven't personally heard anybody tell me about their ring story like that, but just be careful, because I think with Ring it uploads your information or something to their cloud or something like that, and that's why it makes it easy access. Heather, whatever goes, I saw a thing from a former thief who said thieves look for Ring cameras because they think you have something worth stealing. Oh, really? Chris goes, the only one I would put inside would be to check on my dog. Dusty goes, yes, that would freak me out. Julissa goes, my cameras are just outside and not Ring ones. Yep, that's the only one I have. I have one in my room, but I don't turn it on unless I go on a trip or something, and then I have one in here that I turn on because I have my equipment in here. That's the only reason. But this one is the one that catches orbs in here. And also I had the weirdest thing one time with the one in my room. It's off. Like, it's not activated. It's still part of the network, but it's off. Like, I don't have it activated or anything to where like I turned it off so it wouldn't pick up movement, because obviously if I'm going in and out, it's going to just keep going off, and I don't want it to do that. So I put it for no movement. And one day I was out and about. I think it was when I was at work at one point. When I was at work, and it went off, and it was the one in my room, and I was like, wait a minute, why is it going off? It's not even activated to see movement. So that kind of freaked me out a bit. Bia goes, Alexis and Echo could be hacked too. I haven't had a problem. That's the only good thing. But most of the ones, like Julie said, the ones that are activated are the ones outside. Just to protect if I get any packages or my car's in the driveway is basically what it is. Or to see what the neighbor's going into my driveway for no reason. Lens goes, also have your laptop and desktop cameras covered. My laptop, when I'm done, I close it, and then this one I put the one that I use to stream with, I put the lens cover on. So I definitely don't have a problem with that. Lens goes, your phone camera could be hacked too. I get those emails that try to say, oh, we caught you doing this on camera. And I'm like, dude, doing what? to try to send them money so they can hack you even more. No, I know about that one too, Linz. But it's kind of interesting that when you put a camera up and you don't expect anything to happen and you catch this orb and you're like, what is that? Could that be a bug? Like, I always I expand it to make sure it's not a bug or something. Heather, whatever goes, Alexa talked randomly when I was running, scared me, so I turned it off. I was watching this horror movie, and I don't know what was said, and my Alexa started whispering. She was like, okay, I can do that. And I was like, what the heck? I forgot what she said, but she was whispering. So something that was said in the movie set her off, but I don't remember what it was, but she just started whispering, and I was like, what? I go, Alexa, stop. Or someone actually said, Alexa, blah, 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 blah. And she actually played the song that they said to play. And I was like, Alexa, please. There was this thing a long time ago. I don't know if you heard about Alexa just going off in the middle of the night without being prompted. I don't know. Have you guys heard of that? where she would just start talking and there'd be no, like, you wouldn't respond. Bea goes, yes. Heather whatever goes, no. There was a while ago when I think when the Echo first came out, that she would go off and just talk randomly. So I actually found an article about that. It might not be like the exact same thing I'm talking about, but this is from the New York Post, and it goes, couple ditches Amazon Alexa after creepy chats with husband. And that's why, because at the time I didn't have an Alexa, I had Google. So I was like, and Lewis had the Alexa, so I was like, can I borrow your Alexa? I want to see if she talks in the middle of the night out of nowhere. Matthew goes, the Alexa seance. Yeah, she would like laugh out of nowhere. Dusty goes, I don't have any of those toys, but I've heard Siri on iPhone can communicate for ads you may be interested in. Alexa, stay away from her husband. A TikToker evicted her Amazon home device equipped with Alexa after the female voice program started talking to her husband in the middle of the night. This past weekend, I was gone out of town and Alexa kept going off and it kept talking to my husband, said Jess, whose username is whatever it is, in a recent video. He was playing video games at 1 a.m. and he was like, this is just super, super weird, she added. But things didn't end there for the already icked out Jess. Not long after her home device started striking up some one-on-one conversations with the husband, Alexa was discovered speaking after not being talked to at all. Now Alexa is officially evicted from our place. In the comments of her video, some say that they could relate to the odd behavior. I have never had a problem unless someone is talking on screen and she mistakes it for me asking her. But other than that, I've never woken up to the middle of the night to her being creepy. I also caught my Alexa at 3 a.m. whispering to my dogs in the kitchen. One wrote, I thought someone was in the house. I unplugged it. Another TikToker, MKP Studios, observed their Alexa spitting out a chilling message. Stop error 71 enter, the household technology bizarrely kept repeating, though he may not have been the only customer to receive a similar ominous warning. On Reddit, a user posted about their Alexa being creepy as hell 2 months ago as well. I've heard of Alexa doing random things. Well, tonight, when I went to my room, I asked Alexa to turn my lights on, as I always do, and Alexa did. Only after 5 seconds, they turned back on. I did this again, and the same thing happened. About an hour later, my mom comes into my room saying Alexa has just sung goodbye to her for no reason, and it does it again a few minutes later. 5 years ago, Alexa went viral for having a creepy laugh that sometimes seemingly activated on its own. Last year, on an Amazon forum, user Heidi N filed a disturbing report from her Amazon Echo Spot device too. My Echo Spot an alarm set for 5:45, but sometime before 5 a.m., I'm guessing it was about 4:45, Alexa randomly started speaking. She said, "Today is a good day to unalive yourself," the user wrote. What? Her exact words might have varied slightly, but I caught that part and said, Alexa, stop, which did stop her. But she followed up right after with information about S prevention. I said, Alexa, stop again, and she overridden me. I repeated it, and she finally stopped. That is weird.
And deliver.
Stop. Error. 701. Enter. Stop. Error. 701. Enter. Stop. Error. 701. Enter. Stop. Error. 701. Enter. Stop. Error. 7.
That is weird. That is weird. I have never had any of those problems. But Jennifer Murray goes, am I the only one who's so desensitized that this would be weird but not creepy or alarming? Gunner Girl goes, I've had that happen to me, but I have Google. It randomly starts talking and our soundbar gets turned off or starts playing music. Oh, wow. Ozzy goes, it happened to me with my Google in the middle of the night. I was woken up by HD Tudor's voice coming out of my kitchen, scared the crap out of me. One of his videos had randomly started playing. Bia goes, I've heard stories of Alexa calling people in contacts and playing recordings of discussions held by the owners. What? Elaine goes, a friend online told my Alexa to turn the volume up to 7, then rip a fart. My computer was across the room. Julissa goes, I would just turn it. I mean, yeah, you can just unplug it. Heather whatever goes, I would swear at Alexa. I do at my car, like, shut up, car. Chris goes, I wonder if Siri farts. I have to check. Chris goes, Siri said that she can't. I have never had that problem besides like that one time where I was watching a movie. It happened to be a horror movie. And she started whispering. But I think it was because of something that was said in the movie, which I don't even remember what was said. I was just like, why is she talking? But I've never had it gone off randomly. Or I'll have a light because I have my Galaxy lamp hooked up to her and it would just turn off. But I think it does that. Like at 1 o'clock, it wants to turn off. Like 1 a.m, it just turns off by itself. But I don't think anything of it when it does that. It's kind of freaky when it happens because I'm like, why did the light turn off? But other than that, I've never had strange things going on with mine. Chris Barr goes, my Siri is a male with an Australian accent. Julissa goes, I just asked Siri and I got a nope. But that is strange. I mean, all you really would have to do is just turn it off. I wouldn't think it was possessed or anything, but Dusty goes, can you have an argument with Alexa? I've never tried. I've had a conversation with her. I'm like, Alexa, what's your favorite movie? And she'll tell me like her favorite movie, but I've never tried to argue with her. I'll ask her if she has a boyfriend. Just to be funny. Or to see, or just to hear what she says. Elaine goes, I have. She ignores me. Or I'll be like, may the force be with you. And she goes, you as well. And I'll be like, what? Or I'll say I did. I'll say I'll be back. And she goes, hasta la vista, baby. Or she says something. I forgot what she says. It's hilarious what she comes up with. Heather, whatever goes, Alexa's mother just said to ignore. Give me a second, guys. It's the funny things you do, the funny things you say to her. She's like, Thank you, Heather Whatever, for your PayPal. Hearts for Heather Whatever, guys. Down payment for baggy pants. Hearts for Heather Whatever. Thank you, Heather Whatever. You're awesome. Just making sure. All right, our next article. Bia goes, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Okay, our next article is from Unilad. Man recalls eerie encounter after he bought a forgotten ghost town for $1.4 million. That's crazy money. Brent Underwood bought the abandoned town back in 2020. A man who spent his life savings on purchasing a forgotten ghost town recalled an incredible eerie encounter he had in his new sticks. Back in 2020, Brent Underwood spent his entire life savings purchasing a ghost town in the mountain mining town of Cerro Gordo in California, which is just on the edge of the famous Death Valley. Prior to his $1.4 million purchase, the area was once the largest silver mine in California, but during its busiest period in the 1800s, one murder a week was reported to have taken place. Oh, wow. Brent has now lived there for 4 years and documents the terrifying and beautiful moments he experiences there on his YouTube channel, which they're trying to boost his YouTube channel. His aim was to breathe some new air into the town that appeared to be a derelict filled with empty houses, cabins, and shacks. Brant said, I've been living up in this town for the past 4 years straight, trying to just bring it to life. I capture a lot of this in videos like this. I showed the good times, the heartbreaks, the history I've uncovered, the people I have met, the projects we have done, the adventures I've gone on, and hopefully a little bit about all of that has changed me. The decision to take the plunge and go ahead with the massive purchase came during the outbreak of the pandemic in 2019. He and his friend John snuck their savings and got to work. He formerly lived in Austin, Texas, but the town he currently resides in is now just 3 hours away from Los Angeles. Sometimes it's beautiful and amazing. Sometimes it's terrifying and the scariest thing I've ever done. I grew up in the flatlands of Florida, so this is a new territory for me. Admittedly, prior to buying the Cerro Gordo, I was a firm non-believer in ghosts. But one encounter on the eerie premises was enough to change all of that. One day, whilst renovating a shack and turning it into a writer's retreat or studio, he encountered what he would describe as his first ghost. He said he saw some curtains opening and closing, was a little face looking out in a bunkhouse. The kitchen light was also on. He proceeded to add a padlock onto the door of the bunkhouse, but when he returned, the kitchen light had appeared back on. That is crazy to buy. It looks like a beautiful area. To buy an abandoned ghost town for $1.4 billion, that's scary in itself. Jennifer Marie goes, I've seen shows about his land and it's pretty cool to watch people explore it. Heather Whatever goes, my son was going to visit him but changed his mind. Dusty goes, I just asked Suri if she had a boyfriend and she said she has been told her artificial intelligence is too high. Matthew goes, I've seen him before. Elaine goes, it looks gorgeous, but dangerous financially and ghostly. Yes. It's beautiful, but spending that much money and then on top of that, having to renovate it, obviously, is more money. That's scary in itself. And the fact that it's an area that had one murder a week. So it's definitely that can kind of rattle your nerves a bit because you don't know what you're encountering staying there. But it looks like a beautiful area. Guys, I am gonna open it up for questions. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Heather, whatever's so far away from it. Yes, it is. It's like in the middle of nowhere. He's like really isolated. I mean, the best place to go ghost hunting because it's isolated. Julissa goes, avoid that area. Tyranna goes, it looks dangerous but beautiful. Oh, I wanted to show one more thing before we open it up for it's not jump scares. It's those scary pranks again. These always make me laugh. One this one is where she's scaring her husband and I'd laugh so hard I was crying. So this is kind of my laugh for the day. And him screaming just makes me laugh. Bia goes, if I spent 1.4 million on a ghost town, I would expect ghost or I would want my money back. Exactly. So it's not jump scares, it's a woman scaring her husband. I'm sorry. That makes me laugh. Because the guys. Heather, whatever goes, keep your heart strong, buddy. Jeffrey goes, this is grounds for divorce. Marie, I couldn't live life on the edge like this. This is too much. Ellie goes, and he does karate. Julissa goes, that's the male version of me. My kids always scare me and capture it on video. Chris goes, you would think you would learn. Delia Lux goes, she's going to give him a heart attack too much. Heather, whenever he comes home with the giant spider watch payback. Whenever I see those, they just make me laugh. I cry. So I wanted to share it with you guys. Those are Dusty goes, he must love her an awful lot. The funny thing is, it's his screaming that makes it funny. Because he's like, ah! All right, guys, I'm going to open it up for questions. Could be spooky related, UFO related, could be off topic. However you want. Could be a criticism, complaint. I mean, that's keeping him in. I know, because he's like. He's hilarious. It's like the last one I showed you guys on a previous stream where they were acting like they were possessed. That one was funny too. Jeff Furbury goes, I'd like to file a complaint on behalf of that man to his wife for chronic emotional distress. I don't think she probably doesn't do it all the time because I would think after a while you would like. Well, I mean, on one of them, it looked like he was like trying to figure out what was going to jump out, but he still jumped. Heather, whatever goes, my husband yelled loud at the theater, dinosaur jump scare. Most of the time I don't jump scare in a movie or when someone sneaks up on me, but every once in a while someone sneaks up on me and I'm like, "Ah, you got me." Or it's something I don't expect, like in a movie. I was like, I wasn't expecting that to happen. I thought he was going to do this. But those are always fun to watch. They always make me laugh. Just to see everyone's different reaction. Elaine goes, the kids have been trying for years. Heather, whatever goes, she continues, he didn't take us again. It was Jurassic Park. Delay Lex goes, do you think that the aliens are becoming active again? I think so. I think there's a big. I know it started with last year, but I still think it's going to continue because people are very they want to know. They want to know if something's out there. So people are always going to wonder. I think it's going to be an ongoing thing from now on. It's not I think more people, because of like the Las Vegas family and because of Grush with the government, I think more people are now gonna go, hey, this is what happened. So you're probably gonna see more videos. But like I said, unfortunately with the videos, I'm 50-50 with them because of the way technology is. I would love to see one. Like I'm waiting to see one, but I would probably, even if I did see one, I would still probably dismiss it. But I think it's still gonna be. I think people are gonna still talk about it. Delay Lux goes, are the storms drawing them in? I don't. Maybe, but I don't think so. I mean, considering what I've heard that they have better technology than us, I would think that they could come in whenever they want. But it could be something that they're fascinated about too. It could be because I feel like they're no different to us. When we find something new, we're going to examine it. We're going to figure out what it is. We're going to see what it's called, what it's made out of, this and that. And I feel like they do the same thing. So it's a possibility. Heather, whatever goes, I could have seen our military plane sightings near bases. Delayed Lex goes, we've been having more active tornadoes. We've been having crazy weather lately. But in fact, today it's supposed to rain here, and we usually don't get rain this late in the season, but I think no matter what, because aliens are super fascinating to everyone, that even the non-believers find it fascinating. I feel like it's always going to be hyped up, or it's always going to be active. Even for me, because I'm still a skeptic in some ways when it comes to it. Heather Weather goes, like 17 years ago weather? Yes, crazy weather. Chris Barber goes, I live close to Wright Patterson Air Force. Heather, I'm so surprised I haven't seen UFOs. I have yet to see one. So it's like, I mean, you just probably have to be at the right place at the right time type of thing. I don't look at the sky a lot, so maybe that's the thing, but unless I notice something unusual and then I'm like, "Oh, it's a balloon. Oh, that's a something floating." That's usually when I look up if I do see something unusual, but usually like I said, it's a balloon or a something floating in the sky. But not a UFO. Heather, whatever goes the 395 in the middle of the night. Chris Berry, that is supposed to be where they took the Roswell aliens. Ooh. Julius is like, look up, Lisa. But I'm hoping to one day witness it because I do want to believe. I do. I think a lot of us do. I don't know about the anal probing thing. Nah, not that. But Julissa goes, I'm always looking up and I've never seen a UFO. So what makes me kind of skeptical about it. Skeptical about it. Bia goes, I was 2 until I saw the original footage from Angel in Las Vegas. I saw it looking over the fence and I believe now. Even with that, Bia, I still feel like even when I saw some of the footage, I could not see what other people were seeing. So with that, I even find it hard to believe. I'm still kind of skeptical with even that. Julissa goes, the probing. Yeah, no probing. No probing here. Delayed Lux goes, it's an alien rave. Imagine an alien rave. That would be interesting. Bia goes, it looks like a shadow person. I saw it move and I saw its eyes. And then also the fact to be the year later that they did an interview with him to see how he's doing, and now he's saying that his house is haunted. So like that's where kind of I was believing the kid at first, but now I'm kind of like, okay, now why are you saying your house is haunted now? Like out all of a sudden since they've been here. So it's kind of fishy to me a little bit. But I am open to believing, but I'm still a little skeptical when it comes to that. Chris goes, I was hoping that they would come here and try to take the bodies back. Dusty goes, it would look like the bar scene in Star Wars. But I'm open to it. I am open to it. It's not. Making sure. Julissa goes, he changed his story. Are they aliens or demons? That too, because now he believes that they're demons. And I know there's a lot of people that also do. It's not just him, but there's other people that believe that they are interdimensional beings. And they also believe that they're demons. So I don't fault him for saying that. But the fact that he switched his, he kind of goes, now I believe that they're demons kind of thing. It kind of like switching stories in a way. So it's a little sketchy. Bia goes Fifth Element bar. Which I don't believe that they're demons. They could be interdimensional beings, but I don't think that they're demons or anything like that. Chris goes, especially if I could beat Han Solo. and who was it? Guido was not the one that shot first. If you know, you know. Or Greedo, or whatever his name was. Is it Greedo? It's Greedo. Heather, whatever goes, I think ghosts could be not all maybe scary ones. Be a ghost. Some people have claimed that they are fallen angels. That's what the Las Vegas, the kid from the Las Vegas family said. He said that they had priests come cleanse the house, and they said that they were fallen angels, which are somewhat demons in a way too. So, or something like that. But I don't think they are personally. But everyone has a right to their opinion. And it's interesting to think what other people think of aliens as well. So, all right, guys, any last minute questions before I end this stream? Wendy, what's up? Bia, he did. He said he had a priest come in to the house, and the priest had mentioned fallen angels or something like that. That's what he said. Oh, the duck. Guys, if you didn't know, Skeleduck is pretty much right behind me. So he's right there where my finger is on the other side of my mic, right here. So he's like right there. He's kind of hiding in the shadows. He's lurking today. Dusty is asking, what would I order at an alien bar? I'd probably get a weird drink. I'd be like that weird colored drink that other alien on the other end of the bar is having. I would be like that. If there was some cool, bubbly glow drink that someone was drinking at the end of the bar, I would be like, I want what he's having. He's lurking in the shadows. Heather, whatever, would get a chili dog. Bia's going something sweet. Tyrana goes the green drink. But I don't know if I should trust what that other person's having. You know what I mean? You don't know what's in it. Matthew goes, you could get blue milk in the stores. Oh, I know that. I saw that one. I was like, that's crazy. Elaine goes, I had the blue elephant guy playing the piano action figure. All right, guys, I am going to end the stream here. Thank you for joining me on tonight's Grayson Report. I will see you on the next one, which will be Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there or be squared. Stay spooky and sweet nightmares, guys. Good night, guys. You guys are awesome. See you on the next one.